What is going on, everybody on YouTube? Max Rock here with a brand new video, and this is going to be my final verdict, my final thoughts, my final words. Have you ever seen Jerry Springer? This is basically my final words here, my final thought. It's at the end of the show. It's basically the end of the device here, or end of me having this device. The Blade, or excuse me, the Blade, the ZTE Max XL on Virgin Mobile and Boost Mobile. I had both of them. No difference at all. Only thing that was different is just the box that it came in. But I pretty much have my final thoughts and my final verdict on it. Now, let's run over the specs really quickly here. 5 megapixel camera in the front. It's a full HD 6-inch display. Navigation keys on the bottom. It's a home, back, and multitasking. USB Type-C for charging. Got a microphone on the bottom. A noise canceling mic on top. Headphone jack. It's a plastic build primarily. You got a 13 megapixel camera in the back, 5 in the front, like I said. Both can shoot full HD, LED flash, fingerprint sensor, ZTE branding, as you can see. You got the backfire and speaker here. And on the left side of the device, you have a SIM tray slot along with a micro SD card slot for expansion to the memory. Excuse me. I thought I had a notification there. And also, internally, you have 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigabytes of internal storage. You got the Snapdragon 435, which is an octa-core, clocked at 1.4 gigahertz with the Adreno 505. Pixel density is about 368. We can go over that, look at CPU-Z. 368. And internally, out the box, you get 8.03 gigabytes. Right now I have 1.7. I had a micro SD card in here, but I took it out because I'm getting ready to sell this here. I didn't include an SD card because that's extra, Can't just get that for free. What's this? All right, so that didn't need to be in the video there. That was basically an email for a job application I did there. But anywho, let's get back into this video. So, before I continue, battery size, 3,990 milliamp hours. Pretty big, extremely long battery. I got screenshots where it lasts 10 hours. 10 hours screen on time. So battery, we can talk about that really quickly. Really good. Snapdragon 435 is a very efficient processor. Like when it comes to battery life, you will not have any issues in my opinion. Like unless you're dogging the device out. When I say dogging, I mean like you have, like when I scroll down here, right? Let me scroll that out of here. You have Bluetooth on. Flash, like for whatever reason you have flashlight on, you just have every single thing that you can have on for no reason if you're one of those users and be using the device. Now, battery life for moderate use, you can easily get about 7 hours. Now, depending on your usage here, you can probably get on average for the average person who keeps their phone on full brightness, you can probably look at about 4.5, 5 hours. But with moderate use, 50% brightness all day, maybe 45%, 40, you'll be looking at about 7 hours, 6.5 to 7, but you can push it all the way to 10. I got it to 10 one day. This battery's amazing. Getting into the other processor, it performs really well. The phone does not lag for the most part. It can lag, of course. It can get a little buggy sometimes, but I think that's just more of a issue with the actual software as opposed to the processor. It usually is the software when it comes to devices lagging. Like for example, the Samsung Galaxy devices, the flagship devices like the S8, S8 Plus, and the Note 8. I don't care what anyone says. TouchWiz, you got to be honest now. Let's be honest. It's a little laggy, and it's not because of the processor. It's because of the actual software. We all know if that had stock Android Nougat, that phone would be amazing. Let's just be honest here. Now, as far as the cameras go in this device here, not the best cameras in the world. They get the job done in good daylight. Recording video here is 1080p for both of them, front and back. Playback is a little stuttery, a little choppy. It looks kind of like a video playing at 360p or 260p when it's full HD. When you watch the video playback, maybe I'm being over exaggerating here, but that's kind of what I felt like there. Audio playback, or the mics the audio that it catches when you're recording the video, it's not the best. So please have an external microphone. And if you're going to be shooting videos with it, having an external microphone, it will improve the quality drastically, obviously. Music playback though, the headphone jack, I got to give it a plus because the headphone jack, the DAC in here is actually pretty good. And then go on top of that, it has a Dolby Atmos feature here, so the music playback is amazing, in my opinion. I think that's one of the coolest features about this device. Playback, as far as music goes, is really good. Um, let's see here, charging times. It does have quick charge 2.0, huge battery, so it takes about 2 hours to fully charge. Makes sense because it is a really big battery, so it's going to take time to charge there. As far as the screen quality goes, it's a very nice looking screen. It's full HD. What can I say? There's nothing else I can really say about it. If you had a phone with full HD before, it's going to have a few less pixels because it is a bigger screen, but reading, doing typical browsing, watching videos, pretty cool. Now, just for talking about video, the only thing I don't like about this device here is that the fact that you can watch a video in 720p or 1080p, it would just black out on you, which is unfortunate, but it's the truth. Eventually, if you're watching a video in full HD, it's going to black out. So the best bet is just keep it at 480p where it doesn't do that as often. It can do it sometimes, but mostly it doesn't do it on 480p. And that's a pretty good quality to watch video at. But if you have a device with a full HD screen and the video options are, you can have 1080p, you will probably want to watch 1080p, and then you don't want that to be stopped because of a software issue or a glitch. You don't want that to be, you want to not watch 1080p video because you don't want to, not because you can't. And so that's one of the most unfortunate things about this device here. But that's pretty much the only super negative I have to say about it. Using it on a Boost mobile network here, it's actually not bad in my area, especially when you go out downtown. Obviously, downtown, every carrier works really well. It's just that when you get home, your places where you're primarily at, work, home, that's where the coverage really matters for you. And so the coverage hasn't been terrible in my home. As you can see, I got 2 bars right now, but I'm on Wi-Fi, so it's not a really big deal. But that'll be a separate video of me talking about the coverage for Boost Mobile and the service that I actually experienced for about 2 weeks here. I don't feel like I need anything longer unless they have a crazy upgrade in like the next 24 hours where I will see like 4 coverage bars every time I got the phone in my hand or something like that. That's not gonna happen. But yeah, as far as the device goes here, it's $99 retail or $129 retail. On sale price is $99. I've seen it at Best Buy and on the Boost Mobile website. It's a good buy. It's a good buy, and it'll be a great buy if they can actually get that issue fixed that's going on with the YouTube here, because that's really unfortunate. And maybe that won't be a big deal to someone who doesn't use YouTube as much, but it's a big deal to me because I'm a YouTuber and I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I like to watch videos at the highest quality because if you got a screen that's capable of doing it, why not? That's my whole thing about it there. But as far as call quality goes, texting and all that, I'm going to leave that for a separate video here. But keyboard responses, responsiveness on the screen here, it does respond pretty well. No complaints about that. I like this theme here that I'm running as well. You get the option to change it here. If you go to themes, you will see that it says Android here and sports. Not sure why it's labeled sports, but that is a theme here. And there's no other options here. So the Android themes is basically regular looking icons. Just typical looking icons. And you don't get the slide up menu, you still get the app drawer. And then the sports one is when they like take all the apps and surround them with some colorful looking colors and gives it a little bit more life. I guess a little bit more life. That's the best thing I can say about it. So as far as themes go, so you get a couple of those there. Home, you get to change the animation of how the transition goes between screens. So you could change it from being like a swivel to like a little cube effect, or you can do a cube inside. You can do a rotation, flip. You can do a scale, and you can do a smooth transition there. I like to keep it on the bulldoze. I like the way that looks the best. It looks kind of sick to me. Scrolling through all your screens, well, 3 screens like that, it looks, and this is continuous. It's dope to me. Yeah. So as far as this device goes here, like I was saying, this is a very good purchase here, and it's worth the money. And if you can actually get it on Boost Mobile, go ahead and do so. If you get it on Virgin Mobile, I would say, well, it'll probably be better to just get it on Boost Mobile because they have a better plan option for you. For $50, you get unlimited data. And I think it's better to go Boost Mobile at this point here because Virgin Mobile, the direction that they're going, they still support Android phones. It's not that they abolished them or got rid of them completely. It's just their primary focus is iPhone, which is kind of weird. I'm not sure why they did that, but that's a whole nother video. It's a different topic. Get this device here if you get a chance to. If you're coming from another carrier going to Boost, this is a very good pickup if you're not a heavy YouTuber. It's a good media device for watching, videos or putting, it has SD card expansions. You can put movies on here with your SD card and watch them on the device. If you got a bunch of music, you can listen to music here in this device here. If you have like apps like Tidal, where it's like a streaming service, and you got the hi-fi sound, that's worked perfectly as well. One of the positives here with Boost is that I got a 6-month free trial of Tidal, which is through Sprint here. I know about this promotion already, but you get it actually through Boost. 6 months free of hi-fi music, and it go on top of that. It has a really good DAC. Perfect. So if you go to Boost here, go ahead and check that out. It's definitely worth it. But until then, like this video here if you do like it. If you don't like it, give it a dislike. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. Just giving me some feedback is just what I appreciate. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to. If you got yourself to this point in this video here, or even at the halfway point, or if you got yourself 3 minutes into the video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel because you clearly see something that you like or that you don't like and you just want to watch for whatever reason. Subscribing to the channel is both beneficial to you and me, helps my videos grow, and also provides you with content that you like to consume and watch. Comment a video if you like to see anything else or anything pertaining to the ZTE Max XL here in the future. I will go ahead and pick it up again. It won't be a problem. But until then, my name is Max XL. I'd like to say, of course, thank you for watching this video here, and you have a good day. This is my final thoughts here on the ZTE Max XL. Deuces.